What's happening, Fresh Baked? Your host, David Erickson here, back at you again with a little bit of what's going on in Disney news today. And we'll start off with something that the Disney Parks blog announced yesterday. It's the 12 Days of Disney Parks Christmas. And it's basically a new series where they're going to be updating us on new foods coming, new events happening at the park, what's going on with the hotels, updates on new attractions that are on the way. And today we got our first update of this series. It's for the new Pixar floats for the Pixar Play Parade. You'll remember a while back as part of Pixar Fest, they said, hey, Pixar Fest is happening at Disneyland. We got some new floats for you, and these are they. We'll start off with this one right here, which is a couple of Pixar icons, the Pixar ball and the lamp. And what I usually do whenever I see stuff like this is I start to ask questions like, kind of like from a really nerdy, dorky, engineering type point of view. I don't know why I do this, but I'm always curious. And in this one, I'm curious about the ball. The caption says that the ball is going to roll ahead of the lamp. And I'm wondering if that's going to be like by a remote. Is there a guy driving the ball? Because it's not connected. By the looks of this photo, it's not connected. It could be. But that would look weird. Like to have this arm sticking out of the lamp float and then an arm sticking out of that float with the Pixar ball on it, pushing it forward. It would kind of ruin. Is this going to be BB-8? That's what I'm going to get at. Is this going to be like BB-8, but it's a Pixar ball instead? Because that would be pretty cool, actually. I'm down with that. So hopefully that's a thing that's going to happen at the parade. Now, this next one is the up float that we've heard about. Another curiosity here with me. My question is, because you can see in the back, the up house is floating back there with some balloons. And I want to know, what's the scale? Like, is it going to look like a big old house? Is it going to look like it's super far away? Because like, how big, how small is that house going to be? And the balloons, what is the projected image? What are we supposed to infer from this? And again, I don't know why I'm wondering. I just am. I want to know, is it going to look like it's super high up there? And how will it be connected, for that matter? Floating, like the floating rocks or whatever of Pandora? I don't know. I'm just curious. And then lastly, we've got the Inside Out float with Joy, Sadness, and Bing Bong. Now, once again, in the movie Inside Out, they're in the wheelbarrow thing with Bing Bong and Joy, and they're trying to get out of this pit of forgotten memories. This image looks like they're crashing down into a bunch of, well, they're not forgotten memories because they've got color. So these are memories that they're crashing onto because it's falling down. I am a huge nerd. I love all these floats. I definitely can't wait to see them. The Pixar Play Parade could definitely use them. I'm looking forward to this. I just have questions because I'm a huge nerd. Anyway, stay tuned for more coming from this. We're going to get one of these every day for the next 12 days, hopefully. So, I'm hoping that the next 11 are as good as this one because that was fun. That was interesting, and I like to hear... I love Blue Sky Cellar stuff. I don't know. Oh, man, when can we get the Blue Sky Cellar back, you guys? Honestly, when can we get that back? That used to be one of my favorite places to go to see what was happening. They had the Cars Land and the Fantasyland, the Princess Fantasy Fair thing they had going on there. And then all the other stuff that they were doing at in DCA. Why can't we get that? Disney, if you're listening, if you are listening at all to this show, please bring back the Blue Sky Cellar or give us something like that somewhere else maybe where we can see concept art and what's coming. And I don't care if it's at Disneyland or if it's at California Adventure, Shanghai, Tokyo, Florida, wherever. I just want to see and imagine. Help me. Help us. I know there are lots of people out there who agree with me. Bring back the Blue Sky Cellar, please. Hurry. Star Wars Land. Can I get some concept art from Star Wars Land, please? Even if it's the same stuff, I just want to look at it. All right. Meanwhile, the Disney Parks blog also announced that we're going to lose another one of our favorite stores at Downtown Disney. And they did this under the cover of an announcement saying that Splitsville is on the way, and that's coming in early 2018, although nothing specific yet. And also, The Void is coming. That's that new Star Wars sort of first-person interactive virtual reality experience that we've got tickets for in January. That's coming, so they're reminding us of that. Great, thank you. Oh, and by the way, we're closing D Street in January. D Street, the favorite shop of Disney hipsters everywhere, is closing in favor of a reimagined, I guess a reimagined shop for Disney merchandise, home goods. We're gonna get home goods at the new store. I guess by the concept art, it looks kind of like a cross between Crate and Barrel and Bath and Body Works. I mean, that's me. Very well designed place, and home goods. That's what I'm saying. Crate and Barrel. I don't know what that means exactly, but probably that kind of thing. And the Parks blog does say, don't worry, all the stuff that you could find at D Street is going to be available elsewhere in downtown Disney or in the parks. I don't know where, and that comes as little comfort to those of us who like D Street, because I just like the way that store looked. It was cool. It was a cool shop. It was a cool shop to be in, and to consolidate all those things that we like, those fun sort of pop culture Disney references that we liked in one place, man. D Street was cool. I can't say the same thing about Crate and Barrel. I don't go in there much, but I know that there's lots of you out there who do love Crate and Barrel, or who would love a Crate and Barrel style Disney store. So I'm sure it's same difference for Disney. In either case, it looks nice. So there's that. And then in our last bit of news, this is not parks related. This is going to be regarding Disney, the Disney company. A few weeks ago, we talked about the possibility that Disney was looking to purchase 20th Century Fox. And by the time the story broke, it was unbreaking. Folks were saying, nah, it's not over. It's over. It's not happening. They talk stalled or whatever. But that's not true. These things don't happen idly. You don't just start a talk. You don't start a conversation about buying something for $8 billion over a weekend and then just say, you know what, never mind, forget it. This is a thing that's going to have legs, and it's going to have legs for a while. And it does sound like it's come back around again. And part of that, I think, was after the talks died down, Comcast came in and said, hey, if you're not going to sell to Disney, what about us? It sounds like Fox is looking to sell, at least sell off part. But Disney has come back out in the lead. Talks are fresh again, and it sounds like what they're talking about is just the television and film divisions of Fox, not to the exclusion of news and sports. But it does look like these are back on, and we could have, according to some of the things I've read, we could have a deal as soon as next week, and that's a big deal. Just think about that: Disney buying the Fox library of television and film. Oh my goodness! Now that brings to mind the question again that we sort of talked about it a little bit in the last time this came up is, even as a fan of Disney, I have to ask, is this a good thing? Is Disney buying Fox a good thing for us as consumers? Obviously, I love Disney, and I would love more Disney even more, but I want more Disney, right? So there's a difference between more Disney and then just more things that Disney owns. My concern falls in line with, there are antitrust laws in place, anti-competition laws that are in place for this type of reason. The free market economy, and this is what is concerning us, or me, I should say, and a lot of other people out there, the free market economy depends on competition. That's what keeps prices down, and that's what keeps quality up. The more that competition evaporates, so does quality, and so does the market, really. It becomes, you get more of the kind of stuff that Disney's got in trouble for in the past, more where they just say we're Disney and deal with it. For example, the situation with with the LA Times and the film critics, and they're saying, if you don't say nice things about us, we're going to shut you down, kind of thing. Or here we go, we got the new thing that's coming up with the movie theaters, where Disney's putting the clamps down on movie theaters and making them show the new Star Wars movie for a minimum amount of time in their biggest theater. If they don't do that, then they're not going to get, they're going to charge them more to show the film, to the point where these theaters might lose money. A lot of backlash on that. And the more that Disney gets big, the more we're going to see of that kind of behavior. Now, I'm not here really to sort of judge that per se, but it is of concern. It is something worth talking about. Competition is necessary. And as much as I love Disney, as much as I want Disney to succeed and grow, I don't want to lose competition. Imagine a world for a second, let's imagine, what would it be like if Disney didn't own Star Wars or Pixar or Lucasfilm? What if Disney didn't own those? Would we? And I'm always saying this from not an accusatory sense, because I love Marvel and I love the new Star Wars films. So maybe we are getting a better product with Disney owning them. I'm not sure. People would argue, look at what Fox did to the Fantastic Four, and X-Men's not doing so. I mean, well, I take that back. X-Men's making money, but the films suck. So people might argue, yes, we would get a better product if they were Disney owned, and that may be true in a small sample like those. But in the bigger picture, I'm not sure. But just I want to imagine. Like I said, I'm thinking about a Star Wars. If they made three more, if Lucas made 3 more Star Wars films, would they be closer to what we're seeing today, or would they be closer to the prequels? Again, I don't know. Disney wins on that one, so it's food for thought at least, and I would want to discuss that with you guys. I want to start a conversation on that. Is it dangerous for Disney to own too much, or are we getting a better product because they do? And finally, Fresh Baked, we forgot again to make our announcement during the trip report about the Christmas cards. We give away Christmas cards every year. Or we don't give them away. We send out Christmas cards to a select group of people, basically about 300. We sent about 300 Christmas cards. And this year we sent the first notice to Facebook and to Instagram. And the first 100 people that came through on Instagram and Facebook got put on the list for a Christmas card. These are Christmas cards that we sign, or Sarah does. And they're really nice. They're fun. But we forgot to do the YouTube announcement. So, and that's, because we suck. So I apologize on that. But we're gonna take care of that here rather than wait another week, because who knows if I'm gonna forget again come next week. So we're gonna take care of that right now. You guys, if you're watching this video, look in the description below. There's a link to where you can submit your name and address for a Christmas card from Fresh Baked. And the first 100 folks who get through there, we only got 100 left, so out of the 300. So the first 100 folks who get through on that link to put in their name and address will get a Christmas card from Fresh Baked. And I do hope you enjoy. And I think that's it. So let us know, you guys, in the comments below, your thoughts on the new Pixar floats coming to the Pixar Play Parade and Pixar Fest at Disneyland, not at DCA, at Disneyland. Are you going to miss D Street in downtown Disney? And do you think it's good for us as a consumer if Disney were to purchase Fox? Are you concerned at all about any kind of anti-competition laws or whatever? Or do you think we get a better product with Disney owning and making new films under those umbrellas, i.e. Avatar, or X-Men, or Fantastic Four, that kind of thing? Let us know in the comments below. And I don't know, guys, I hope you enjoyed these shows. Love you guys. We'll see you next time. Fresh Baked and stuff. Bye, guys. Walking in a winter wonderland. I don't know the words, so I have to hum the song. Just like Bing Crosby, aren't I?